Hello and welcome to this short tutorial where I'm going to take you through using the Easy Acro function when on your Avata 2 whilst using the Motion Controller 3. Now something you need to bear in mind is Easy Acro is only available when you're using the Motion Controller 3, it's not available with the FPV3 controller, and it's only available when you're flying in normal mode. You don't get access to it in sport mode. So I'm going to get the drone in the sky now and I'm going to explain a few things to you. Okay, so we're in the sky now, and in order to access the Easy Acro function we just need to pull down on the joystick on the goggles and then scroll across to this function here which says Easy Acro. Now when we click on that, it's going to bring up the menu on the left hand side, giving us different options here for Easy Acro. Now the default one is going to be slide, and that basically means that the joystick is going to respond in exactly the same way it would normally. So if you push it to the left, the drone is going to slide to the left. If you push it to the right, the drone slides to the right. If you push it up, the drone climbs, and if you pull it down, the drone decreases in altitude. Now in order to switch through the different Easy Acro functions, we need to use the scroll wheel on the motion controller, and if I just scroll down one, it's going to select 180 drift. Now what this allows us to do, I'll do a demonstration, is whilst we're flying forward, we can do a quick flick and the drone will drift around, do a 180-degree turn and start flying backwards. Now there are a couple of peculiarities with this thing. The first thing being, you can choose either direction and you can choose that at any time, but what you need to remember is you need to keep the trigger held in all the way through the maneuver, because once you release the trigger, the drone is going to stop moving. So for example, if I release the trigger too soon, the drone will just stop suddenly after doing the drift. So let me demonstrate that for you. So I'm pushing forwards now, I'm pulling in on the trigger, I'm going to do a left drift, and I release the button here, release the trigger, and we can see that it just suddenly stopped. It wasn't a nice fluid movement. So what you need to make sure you do is pull in the trigger, get the drone moving forward. I'll do a little drift past this flag, and then we're going to flick to the right. Flick to the right, we go past the flag, keep the trigger pushed all the way in until you want to stop, or slowly release it to come to a nice gentle stop. So that's 180 drift, and a little thing you need to remember with the actual trigger. And we're going to scroll down now to flip. Now flip is exactly what it sounds like, and it's a bit of fun. So what we can do here, if I push the stick forwards, we're going to do a front flip. If I pull the stick backwards, we're going to do a back flip. If I push to the left, left roll, and right, we'll do a right roll. Same thing, you need to keep the trigger pulled in to keep the drone actually moving forwards, but this can allow you to do some sort of funky transitions. If you're flying towards something, you do a roll, and then you could start another point, you do another roll doing somewhere else, and you can use that roll as a transition to get you from one point to another. So that's the Easy Acro function on the Avata 2. Like I mentioned, it's only available with the motion controller, and you have to be in normal mode in order to perform it. So now you know how they all work, how to link them together, and a couple of peculiarities to make them work even better.
If you've gained value from this video, consider becoming a member on Patreon, as it's one of the best ways to support the work that I'm doing here. Now I'm also currently working on a cinematic FPV course, so if that's something that you would be interested in, then you can sign up to the waitlist down below to get notified on all the latest developments and information with this course. Now I've also started a weekly newsletter giving you the latest drone news, hot tips and discounts, and you can find all of that linked in the video description down below. And whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. You should go and check out this video next. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.